Donald Trump just landed in Turkey for the NATO meeting that officially starts tomorrow. He just completed his first press conference and obliterated the NATO members that are there that he will be meeting with tomorrow. He also went through in this press conference his logic on his tests that he's been making towards the members and their unwillingness to help with the conflict in Iran. Let's have a listen.
Troop drawdowns in Europe likely? And are you satisfied with the progress that NATO allies have made?
Well, we're going to see. I was very disappointed with NATO. And frankly, if it weren't held in Turkey, where my friend happens to be a very strong leader, a very strong person, it's possible that I wouldn't have attended. I felt I had to attend because of the fact that, I know he's gone all out. It was a big thing to have NATO come to Turkey or any place else. It's a big thing. But we weren't treated well because we did something in Iran. We don't need anybody's help. I didn't even want their help. But before I asked, they said they wouldn't be there. And we've invested trillions of dollars in NATO. Why?
Now, keep in mind that Spain declined having access for American fighter jets using their military bases as a conduit over to Iran. England also hesitated, but eventually acquiesced. So Donald Trump's got England, Spain, Italy, and Germany in his sights, and he's going to clarify this a little bit more.
Protect European countries and others, Canada, etc., but to protect people, countries from, generally speaking, it used to be the Soviet Union, now it's Russia. And I say that's fine, but you would think that they'd be very willing to do something to help us, and they really weren't. In the case of the United Kingdom, the Prime Minister, I guess he's no longer there, maybe because of this. It was a very unpopular thing he did. He said, no, we'll help after the war is over. I said, I don't need that kind of help. We didn't need any help at all. And in a way, I was testing people. I was testing to see whether or not they'd be there, because I've long said that we help them, but I'm not sure that they'd be there for us. And Italy turned us down, and Germany turned us down, and France turned us down. And it's okay. But, why are we spending hundreds of billions of dollars and they're not there for us? We've always been there for them.
Donald Trump's right. We've always been a majority partner in the funding, strategy, and talking points for the NATO alliance, really since it's formed. Now, I think this is where we're going to go. He's got a dinner this evening and then rolling into meetings tomorrow with the NATO alliance members. I quite frankly think that the NATO contributions are going to start to get cut. The NATO troops, the U.S. forces, are going to start to get pulled back. And ultimately, by the end of Donald Trump's second term, I don't think America is going to be in NATO anymore. I think that the way that the WEF and the globalists, the socialist movement that you're seeing happen in Europe proper, specifically Western Europe, I think it's decimating the continent. And I think Donald Trump wants nothing to do with it. And he also incidentally went on a tirade on how he still wants Greenland. And as we know, Denmark and France were both very vocal in making sure that Donald Trump didn't make any headway in his desire to have Greenland be a U.S. territory, or as Donald Trump proposed originally, a state. So that's where we are heading into the NATO meetings. I think it's going to be ice cold. I think it's far from over as far as the talking points. I think the funding is going to be a big talking point. I think the commitment of troops, we've already seen a recession and a pullback of troops in Germany and other countries. I think that's going to continue. And ultimately, let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong, but ultimately I think by the end of Donald Trump's second term, America won't be a NATO member. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've yet to subscribe to the Chris Locke Show, please do so. We'd love to have you along for the ride. We'll see you in the very next video. Be sure to like and subscribe to The Chris Locke Show for the latest America First news, conservative commentary, and the stories that mainstream media refuses to cover. These two videos right up here, they're going to be next. Pick your favorite. I'll see you over there.